Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Chan, the CEO and founder of Upkeep. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of programmable logic controllers, commonly known as PLCs. We'll explore its history, discover how it has evolved over the years, and understand its critical role in the industrial sector. If you're part of a maintenance or operations team, this is a must-watch for you. We'll also help you grasp the differences between PLCs and related technologies, which will be crucial for selecting the right tools for your specific applications. So buckle up and let's get started. Let's dive into the fascinating world of the Programmable Logic Controller, or PLC for short. This piece of equipment is designed to control a computer system in an industrial setting. It's always monitoring a set of inputs and then making decisions to alter what output devices are doing. Today, PLCs are commonly used to monitor motors or machines, and they are the foundation of a predictive maintenance system. This system allows a manufacturing company to identify potential breakdowns and problems before they cause major issues or result in significant downtime. Now let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the history of the PLC. In 1969, a man named Dick Morley was running a small business out of a garage and serendipitously built the first PLC. He kept the relay design simple with 4 outputs, and the automotive manufacturers quickly adopted the technology. Fast forward to 1973, Michael Greenberg designed the first commercially successful PLC. This was further developed by Modicon to replace relay-based technology for both General Motors and Landis. PLCs used ladder logic and essentially brought to life physical relays, timers, and wired connections. They drastically boosted the functionality of controls without adding to the physical space required for additional hardware and equipment. By the 1980s, PLC technology had made great strides. PC-based software could handle programming requirements. Processing speed was greatly increased, and new features were now available. PLCs have continued to add new developments almost continuously since then. In 2001, the market research firm ARC coined the term Programmable Automation Controller, or PAC, to describe a highly advanced PLC that incorporates PC-based software, human-machine interface, and sophisticated asset management. As this technology took off, particularly in larger organizations, some experts predicted the death of the old-fashioned PLC systems. However, the global PLC market has grown in recent years. As smaller and medium-sized organizations look to expand their markets, PLCs will continue to play a critical role in helping them fuel that growth. So what does a PLC do? Essentially, a PLC is a control system that is used in manufacturing and other industrial applications. Its job is to continuously monitor particular inputs, run those inputs through a computer system, and then generate the correct outputs for a particular process. Production lines, industrial machines, or manufacturing processes are frequently improved and more efficient with the help of a PLC. Now let's talk about the difference between PLC and related technologies. Over the years, related technologies and advancements have been created. For professionals in the industry, understanding the nuances, differences, and similarities are critical to be able to select and use the tools best suited for a particular application. First, let's discuss PLC and PAC. Traditionally, PLCs have been used for machine control, but over time, PLC technology has evolved to handle high-speed control as well. PACs, which were developed much later, perform well in complex automation system architectures. Next, we have PLC and SCADA. When professionals discuss PLC in the context of a supervisory control and data acquisition system, they often say simply that PLC is the hardware and SCADA is the software. Then we have PLC and DCS. Although a PLC can scale easily, each PLC is typically responsible for one piece of equipment or set of processes. A distributed control system, or DCS, is essentially several PLCs that work together to manage an entire plant or manufacturing facility. Next up, PLC and DDC. Direct Digital Control, or DDC, is another tool that is often used in conjunction with PLC and may be added to a PLC itself. Finally, we have PLC and HMI. As we've already noted, HMI is the acronym for Human Machine Interface and works with PLC. It is typically a local machine and the user interface that allows a technician to interact directly with the piece of equipment. To wrap up, PLC technology has a long history within industrial companies. providing a breakthrough tool that has helped businesses become more efficient in managing their equipment, processes, and systems over the years. As the technology has advanced, complementary tools have evolved, allowing industrial companies to expand their use and applications of PLC throughout an entire facility. As smaller and medium-sized companies continue to compete in the global marketplace, they will increase their use of PLC and related technologies to grow and thrive into the future. And that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. We've explored the history and evolution of PLCs, their role in the industrial sector, and how they compare to related technologies. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. For more information about our services and how we can help your maintenance and operations teams be more successful, visit us at upkeep.com. Until next time, stay knowledgeable and keep improving.